jump on when they can. So
Okay.
the purpose of this meeting is to say exactly what's going to happen for the training calendar.
Mm-hmm.
So the first thing I want to say is that the calendar tells you what to do.
Right.
Where I come in, Coach T, is that I will coach you through the calendar on how to do it safely,
Right.
confidently,
Mm-hmm.
and consistently, because a lot of people are going to get lost in the sauce. They'll
Mm-hmm.
start, but then they'll get lost and they'll just, fall by the wayside and won't be on top of it. So that's where I come in, and that's what I'll be doing.
Okay.
Make sure that you're safe, to make sure that you have the confidence to know that yes, you can do this, and
Mm-hmm.
also to make sure that you're consistent.
Okay.
So someone else, hello, ladies. Welcome, welcome, everybody. You don't have to put the camera on if you don't want to. You can just, yep, you can just leave the camera on. I just started just going over it. So I'll just repeat right quick what I said because it's not going to be a lot, not going to keep you ladies long. Um, so the calendar tells you what to do, the Crescent City Classic training calendar. Where I come in as Coach T is that I'm going to coach you through the calendar on how to do it safely, confidently, and consistently. So that's where I'm going to help you to get through the calendar. Also, I have set up a community group because I want to take this off Facebook because I know a lot of ladies are not getting the information on Facebook. They're not being notified when I'm live on Facebook or when I'm putting any of the information on there. So I have set up another community where I was sending out invitations yesterday, and I'll send you the invitation to your email. And if you want to join the community, you're welcome. But what I'm going to do with that is that I'm using that as the housing tools. What I did is that, let me just go on my list so I can stay on track so I don't keep you guys all night. So, for anyone that's on the call, either you're registering to run the Crescent City Classic or you just want to do the training and you don't want to do the actual race, that's fine. This is a great jump off to actually get your fitness on track. It's a lot of running involved, and also you're going to be doing other things besides running. The registration does increase tonight if you're interested in running the race. And I noticed that they said on the website when I got my email that registration increases on January the 5th. Also, last year it sold out. So if you're thinking about it, you're still sitting on the fence, you're not sure if this is something that you want to do, hopefully you'll make up your mind sooner rather than later because there is a possibility that the race could sell out. The
Mm.
calendar and that I put up in the group. Let me see if I can share this page or this group. Just want to show you what I put out there for you because the first week of the calendar, of course, has already started. The calendar started January the 1st, but for walkers, it was 3 days last week, but it was only like a half a mile to a mile a day. It wasn't a lot in the beginning, but let
Mm-hmm.
me share what I have right now so that you can see what I did in this group that I want to invite you to. Can you ladies see this screen where it says uh,
Mm-hmm.
join my
Yes.
calendar? Uh, Wait a minute.
Yeah.
I'm moving
Mm-hmm.
all over the place.
Yes.
Okay, so this is the community. Let me go back to the first page. So this is where I have the information housed. I've already sent the email out to several ladies. They've already accepted it. And it's kind of like a social media page, but it's just different. It only has the people that I have allowed to be in here and the resources that I've already put in here, because this is what we're going to go off of. It has the actual calendar for the Crescent City Classic. You'll see I have it right here. That way you have somewhere to actually see the calendar. And you have the
Mm-hmm.
videos that I did. It says core and ab
Thank
workout 1, 2, and 3. What you're going to
Mhm.
do with these core workouts, the basic thing, it doesn't matter if you're walking the classic, if you're running the classic, jogging, run, walking, whatever you're going to do. You have to build a strong core, if nothing else. While you are working on building those
Got your
legs,
socks on, huh?
you have to
You got your
definitely
slippers on,
definitely have to build a strong core. So I have put some information here to give you these videos that will go straight to my YouTube channel, and it gives you videos that you can do. So my preference for you is to start on one, go to two, go to three. What you're going to do is that on these days on the calendar, let me see if I can open this calendar. On the days of the calendar where it has strength training, let me look at it right here in person. It'll either have rest day or it will have strength or cross train. Those are the days that you should do these ab workouts. Spread them out over the entire month of January. You can do all four exercises. I think I timed it or I gave it into the video. I put it in the video, do it for like 20 seconds to 30 seconds and get 10 seconds of rest. You need to add this in at least 2 times a week. You want to do your ab work. You got to be building your abs while you're building your strength. On the calendar, it started off, today is the 5th. So today would have been a cross train strength day. Tomorrow is going to be a walk day. Wednesday is going to be a cross strength train. Thursday is going to be a walk. And Friday is going to be a rest. I know that they gave you three rest days to choose from. My suggestion, this is how I'm coaching you through it. My suggestion is for the first, and I'm going to have another call with you. Let me just lay that out. So I'm going to have a call with you every other Monday. We can go over any questions that you have about the calendar, how you're feeling during the training, if you're hurting, if you're not doing any cross training, if you need some suggestions for cross training. So, for instance, cross training would be riding your bike. Cross training would be going to water aerobics. Cross training would be going to the gym, working on the elliptical. Those will be cross training days. Also, what I'm going to do, put up here, is after you've gotten into like midway into January, I'll make sure that I have some strength training exercises. Nothing big, nothing over the top. If you don't have a gym membership, that's fine. You can just use stuff that you have at home, or I'll send you load the exercises here. Like I have these ab exercises, stuff that I've done on Fit and 15 that you can use water bottles around the house. You can use fitness bands, whatever you have, you'll make it work because you definitely need to build the strength because probably mid February to late February, you're really going to start feeling this on your body, even if you're walking, because now you're walking more than you've ever walked before. You're working these muscles in a different way. You're doing it consistently, so that's going to be bringing a little bit of soreness. But in order to keep that down and to keep you strong, you got to build those muscles so that you will avert the risk of having an injury. So we have to build up the strength part as we're building up the endurance to actually walk all those miles, but you want to keep the injuries down, so you have to do the strength training. I also put the in the group, I put the Crescent City Classic, the registration website, so you don't have to look for it. All you got to do is click on the link. I gave you this free little download. Since you're starting this, you might want to do this just to jumpstart everything. A lot of you have gotten this years ago that I had, but it still works. It's still gold. So you can use this, just download it to your phone, your tablet, or your computer, and it has 3 days of what you're going to eat. And it also has snacks on it, and this will help to jumpstart your health journey or jumpstart the whole fitness thing that you're getting into, whether you're doing the race or not. Basically, looking at the calendar is very light this year, and maybe because a lot of people complained that they came out the gate too strong, but these miles are going to add up quick. I would say if you can't get your miles in on a day that's scheduled, get it in the next day. That's okay if you can't stick to the calendar exactly like it's laid out because life don't work like that. You might have to work, you might have other engagements, but I would suggest don't try to pile it up all on one day. So, for instance, Sunday for walkers was a half a mile. You didn't have to do anything Monday. It would have been okay to do that half mile on Monday, but just that half mile. Tuesday would have been 1 mile. So what I'm saying is that if you had to move it, don't try to do it all in one session like you would have done like a mile and a half in between these 3 days. Don't try to do that. If you have to move it to the next day, whatever day you're taking from the previous day, if it was a half mile Monday and you got to do it Tuesday, do your half mile Tuesday. Don't say, okay, well, I'm going to throw Wednesday in here. Don't let your write a check that you're behind can't cash, because what happens is that you're going to start to add it on too fast. And what happens to our muscles, because we're older, they're going to seem like they're adapting in the beginning, and then you're going to start to feel all sorts of things going on. You're going to be sore too long. You're just going to feel different. You're going to feel overly tired. You have to ease into this. This is, I know a lot of people have told me when they looked at the calendars, like, oh yeah, I can do that. I walk 4 miles at work. I walk four. It's not the same, believe me, because what you're doing now, you're asking your body to take what you've been doing here and there, or it could have been every day, but now you're asking it to throw in other things. Because remember, you're not just walking, you're strength training, and you have your cross training. So strength training and cross training are different. Cross training can be strength training, but I would prefer your cross training be something that's aerobically based, like riding your bike, doing the elliptical machine. If you like to jump rope, if you like to hula hoop, I'm trying to think of what other equipment they have in the gym. Anything that can get your cardio up. That's more of your cross training. And try to do something that is not as jarring on the joints like your walking or your jogging is, because you're trying to give your joints a rest. You're trying to build other muscles to keep your legs strong for the actual race or walk. So your cross training, like for me, my cross training is yoga. Yeah, you can even do yoga. My cross training is yoga. My cross training is water aerobics. My cross training is TRX, and some of those things can be dually used for strength training, because you can use yoga as strength, because a lot of yoga, I do yoga for an hour, a lot of those yoga moves, you're holding those planks and you're holding positions that use a lot of your own body strength, your own body weight. So that's why this training is different than people just telling me, oh, I can walk 4 times a day. You're adding other stuff onto your body. Okay. But try to stick to it as much as possible. Sometimes you'll get to it, sometimes you won't. But just don't try to pile it on and make up for it. Just move forward where you are and stop trying to go back. I would prefer that you miss a walk day then miss a cross training or a strength day. So if you have to, because I know sometimes the elements, if you don't have access to a gym and you can't get into a gym to go on a treadmill, at least at home you can do some squats, you can do some sit-ups, you can do some push-ups, you can do some jumping jacks, you can do that at home. And if you can't get out, if there's bad weather for a couple of days and you can't get out to walk, but definitely get your cross training in, get your strength training in, and don't forget to work on those abs. I'm trying to see. So, whenever, going back to my list that I have, whenever you have a question for me, you don't have to wait for the call. You can always, most of y'all should have my number. You can send me a text message and ask me your question, because I don't want you to wait a whole week and a half to have your questions answered. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to answer your question when you send it to me, but I'm also, when we have our call, I'm going to go back and answer that same question. That way, if somebody else experiences that down the line, or if somebody else had that question and they forgot to ask it, I can answer it for the entire group. And that way that it's recorded, because I'm going to send out this recording to your email and you can go back and listen to it. I'll check in with you every other Monday. I'm just going through my list. You can send me any questions or concerns at any time, and I will answer them directly and also on the live stream. I have set up a free community outside of Facebook, because a lot of people are saying they're not getting the stuff on Facebook. They're not as active on Facebook. Their Facebook page has been hacked, so they're not on Facebook at all. So this way, everybody gets to be a part of the community, and we don't have to worry about all of the blah 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 going on with Facebook. Um, and if you want me to join you for a walk, definitely reach out to me like the week before. Hey, Coach T, I'm planning on going to City Park. I'm planning on going to Audubon Park. Can you meet me this day? Because I would like to get with you just to see your gait, just to see how you're doing, how your breathing is going, because I can always say how it should sound virtually, but if I'm right there walking next to you, I can give you better tips about walking faster. I can look at the shoes that you have because we're going to get to that down the line. Also, there are walking shoes. You wouldn't use the same type of shoes to walk a race as you would use to run a race. Dr. G can tell you that she's been doing a classic for 10 years and she walks it every year. She gets her shoes like 2 months before the actual race. So they're broken in. They're not brand new because brand new shoes will hurt you on race day because your feet will swell beyond measure because you're walking 6.2 miles. Okay. And so we would talk about that race shoes, socks, bras, the gear that you're going to wear because it's going to be extremely hot. The race is on April the 4th, which is Holy Saturday, which is the Saturday before Easter, and it's always on that day, and it's always hot as heck. We're going to talk about hydration. So, just things that I'm going to just not talk about just you getting your legs in the game. You have to get your entire body ready in the game. So, doing it this way, I can be here to encourage you, here to answer all questions and concerns. It doesn't matter how trivial it is. That's what I'm here for. I've been doing this a long time. I think I've experienced almost anything women can go through as far as running in the heat in New Orleans, in the humidity in New Orleans, and actually running or walking the Crescent City Classic because I've done both. Um, so yeah, so I'm gonna see if you ladies have any questions for me before I let you go. If you're all on board to join the community, just let me know and I'll make sure that I send it out to you and you can go in and see all of these good resources that I'm constantly going to be populating, but it's just to benefit you. We still will be doing the Fit in 15 in the Facebook group. And what I'm going to start doing this Wednesday, because I got to send out the meeting or the event thing tonight, I'll start gauging these exercises and Fit in 15 to benefit you ladies more than anybody else. Okay. So it's going to be strength training. I'm not sure if I'm going to use equipment or if I'm going to use the body. So these are things that you can do. That are going to benefit you. So I'm giving y'all the inside scoop. So that's where I'm going to take these Fit in 15s where you ladies can use them to benefit you guys more than anybody else. All right. So I'm going to take the mute off and or you can unmute yourself and let me hit me with any questions you have before I let you go.
Oh, Prentice,
Mm-hmm.
my concern at this point is being is that, after I had my surgery and then on top of that, the holidays and all of that, I need to, I don't know if the 3 day belly fat is going to get work for me. So I was considering doing some intermittent fasting
Mm-hmm.
to
Okay.
kind of, yeah,
I would say jumpstart. Jumpstart that 3 day fast because it has
okay,
food in it. I would say jumpstart there because the thing about this 3 day, how to burn
uh,
body fat in 3 days,
uh,
it's taking a lot of carbs out of your diet.
okay,
You're going
okay,
to feel that instantaneously.
okay,
The intermittent fasting is great, but you don't
mm,
always feel it immediately. With
okay,
this, if anybody remembers doing this in the past, you're going to feel this quick. Now, some of
okay,
y'all won't be able to do the whole 3 days because
hmm
I can't do the 3 days because I'm hypoglycemic, which means my sugar levels fall too low. So I can
Okay.
do 2 days of it and I get like a half a day on the third day. Then I
Mhm.
have to have some type of carb. I'll usually have like a sweet potato or something like that because my body just can't go. But I would
Okay.
suggest starting there. And that way you're prepping your body. You know, you kind of did like a small type of cleanse where you've gotten rid of a lot of the carbs, and then
Mhm.
it'll make it easier for you to go into the intermittent fasting because I do intermittent fasting. I do 16 hours, and
Okay.
mine is that long because I have gut issues and they just can't seem to solve them. So I
Okay.
do 16 hours, but definitely I would suggest that. And then we
Okay.
can talk more about the intermittent fasting after you've gotten past that. Like I said, this has all the foods that you need, so you don't have to guess what you're going to eat for those 3 days. It has breakfast, lunch, dinner, and it has
Okay.
snacks.
Okay, then great. I'll
Okay.
do that. All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Anybody else has any questions? Okay. Going once, going twice. So for you other ladies that are not in the community, would you like the link to join the community? At least you can give me that answer.
Yeah, you can send it to me. That's fine. I'll join. Thank
Okay. Okay. All right, ladies. So if that's it, I'm going to be sending this out to the other ladies that couldn't make the meeting. So it'll go out to everyone, one mass email. And if you have any questions, even if you think of something later on after you've gotten off the call, definitely let me know and I will respond to you. But I will see some of you Wednesday morning at 7 o'clock for Fit and 15. It's going to be strength training, and I'm still trying to decide which one I'm going to do. Or I will see you at my in-person classes this Wednesday and Thursday out on Lake Forest Boulevard at 5:30. All right. Okay, ladies. Well, y'all have a good
Okay.
night.